Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Smudges. We're here with Amar Hakim. صح?
ايه صح؟
Yeah, I always mess up last names, okay? Like this is just like something I
اوكي لا ما
realized.
عندك مشكلة. فيصل نجيم صح؟
Yeah.
شرفنا.
طيب, basically, today it's a very special episode. So me and Ammar go way back. We went to different schools, but we met up in like school trips as well as other events. So we've known of each other, but this is the first time in years that like I got to meet you. You reached out and you're like, yo, listen, I like what you do. Come to my shop. I was like, what shop, bro? What shop? Fajr, I find out he opened his own barber shop. It's called Fane. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just making sure pronunciation.
ايه لا ما عليك. You got it كلها صح.
Okay. So أكيد I know more about you than other people do. So if you would like to introduce yourself, yeah, I think we should cut the music صراحة.
Okay, let's cut the music please.
Yeah.
بس يعني honestly this feels very weird seeing you in action.
Yeah, like the voice changes.
Everything changes.
Yeah, everything changes.
Just a very simple introduction. My name is Amar Hakim, and I hope after this podcast you get to know me and Faisal and
خلاص we're getting to know me, you know?
yeah, and this shop a little better.
Yeah, أكيد. So I had a couple questions that I wanted to ask you because
Go ahead.
it's been around what 6 years since the last time we've properly talked.
Around 6 years, true.
So the thing is, when I did my research, which I should have done when like you're doing a podcast, I found out that you're really into watches, you're really into perfumes, and you're really into I did my research.
Yeah, I know.
And then as well as like barber. So I see that you have all three elements of like being put together.
Okay.
Oh, صراحة, I wanted to talk about the watches. How did you get into watches? What business did you get into? And the perfume.
Okay, so with watches, I've just been like a normal lover of watches.
Yeah.
But after I got into entrepreneurship, I wanted to make just a hobby into something that can make me money.
Yeah.
So I started to research more about watches until I became a fanatic. I researched. I started to teach myself how to build watches.
Really?
Yes.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, I went also to Swiss to not only have fun but also gain more.
What is there to do in social like besides like skiing and
yeah,
like
so
that?
I went and Swiss is the home of watches.
Watches, Rolex.
So I went and I got more information. I started to talk to people more into this area. When I came back to Saudi, I wanted to implement it. So what I did was I bought parts from Japan and from Switzerland, and I started to assemble a watch. Okay. Obviously, I had many mistakes. Like I have many terrible watches. Until I got into the watch, and then which made me open a brand called Timeless Fane.
Oh, Timeless.
Yeah, it's called Timeless Fane.
والله صح عليك. والله, you've done some really good work. I've seen it in sets.
Yes.
I've seen it. It's like proper. I was gonna buy it as a graduation gift for my brother because it looked really good. It looked like AP style. It was like proper stuff.
Yeah, I mean we could talk about Timeless Fane. Like it's a whole different.
But that's not why we're here.
That's not why
we're not here for this, you know. Like, so we have rapid fire questions before we get into the main question. This was like a small teaser into the main questions.
Let's go.
But as an entrepreneur, are you an early riser or are you a nocturnal worker? Like, when do you work best?
Okay, so it depends on the task I'm handling. But people that know me best, they would say I'm nocturnal all the way. Yeah.
That's a high school lifestyle, college lifestyle. Where did you study in high school and college?
Okay, so after I moved from South Korea to Jeddah, I found myself best. Like I looked at all the schools, but I found myself best at Jeddah Knowledge.
Okay.
And then after that, I went to London, Queen Mary for university.
Okay.
Study law. Then I moved back here to Jeddah to continue my major.
So I didn't know you lived in South Korea, honestly. Like, actually, my research wasn't that good, so I didn't know that.
No.
I really didn't know that.
Really?
Wallah. How was it like there?
It's a very nice environment, to be honest.
Friendly, everyone's friendly and stuff.
Yeah, it's very chill.
Okay, as a student, what type of student were you? Were you like a jock, nerd, the cool kid that's on like, I don't know, like what type of student were you?
I was a good student.
Yeah.
And I had my fair share of fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I took my education very seriously as well.
But you weren't like teacher's pets.
No, not this level.
Not this level.
Not this level.
Okay. What is one of your irrational fears?
You're getting down to my fears now.
Yeah. Like I need to know.
I'd say the basics of like losing a loved one.
Okay. That's not irrational though. Like yeah, everyone fears death, I guess.
That's it.
That's okay. I'll okay, fine.
Fine,
You know what?
Don't
People
get down my fears. Don't touch my fears.
Okay. Don't touch your face.
Don't touch my fears. No, but truly, I would say a loved one.
A loved one.
I know probably most people fear the same thing because it's a very common fear that we all have regarding our loved ones. So.
And mine are spiders. I can't stand spiders at all.
I know I'm good with all of them.
I can't. 8 legs and like I can't. Here's the next question for rapid fire. Is your love for MUN the reason why you became a lawyer?
This is where we met.
Yeah, that's where we met.
Bringing up close memories.
Yeah.
طيب, it wasn't the reason, but it did give me a push.
It gave you the push.
Yeah, so I even tell my brother every time, like, if you have a chance to get in MUN, get into it. Because it's not only for political or legal, career-wise, but it really helps you to analyze, to research, to the amount of resolutions we did first was crazy.
Yeah. And I was like the delegate of Kiribati. I even know Kiribati existed. I didn't know what it was.
You just have to stand in front of like 50 people and talk about Kiribati. It's like,
It was always interesting seeing like the US delegates, like the school that I got, US, China, Russia, like those guys were like always the interesting ones to watch.
that in MUN, it's like you see all the time, you see people who
taking it seriously.
taking very seriously. There's people who are just there for the fun, and there's people who are just there like, this is a new experience.
Yeah, 100%. How would you? Okay, we already described your love of watches.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 essentials when you look for in a business partner?
That's very nice. See, business partners are very important because it's like you build a relationship that's very different than ordinary relationships because then you include money into it.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the things I look for is trust.
Okay.
I have to be able to trust.
Like integrity?
I have to be able to trust to the point where, like, even if I'm asleep, the company we built together, I know it's in safe hands.
Okay.
Second, I would say ethics and morals.
Okay.
I have to make sure that our ethics and morals line up together. And lastly, I would say I would just those were my 2 important things. But then the third thing is more in a business way. It's like more of a technical partner or someone that can really add value to the business we're working together.
So he like fills up the void, like all the missing parts that you have.
Yes.
So he completes you in a sense.
Basically.
Yeah.
See, I told you. Don't give me this. Do you know what I mean? It's a different relationship.
Yeah, it's a completely different relationship. And then, what language would you like to be fluent in? And there's only one right answer in this situation.
Look. French was till now is always a language I want to be fluent in.
Everyone else, everyone.
I think everyone is like French or Spanish. That's it.
Français or something.
Je m'appelle. But honestly, I would love to learn Chinese.
Chinese?
I would love
Mandarin,
to be fluent. Yeah.
Oof. لا أنت like you're in a shop, a Brazilian barber shop, and you don't want to learn Portuguese.
No, Portuguese I'm already learning.
Okay.
So because the guys are helping me, and when we talk to each other, we get to
you get to practice.
Yeah, we get to practice.
Yeah.
I teach them Arabic, they teach me Portuguese.
Okay, fair.
But the thing is, Chinese is for me and future-wise. You know what I mean?
It's the future. It definitely is. And what's a random fact people don't know about you? I'm putting you on the spot, I know. Like, I know I put you on the spot.
So a random fact about me is, okay, surprise alert, I like theater. I love theater. Yeah.
Oh, so like, have you seen the Phantom of the Opera?
No, I like to play in the theater.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I never. Did you even have a program in school?
No, not in Saudi.
This is your guilty pleasure
Yeah,
outside.
I've done theater in front of 1,000 people, uh, and when I got there and they put the spotlight on me, I forgot everything.
You
face off.
froze, huh?
Everything
You
face off.
froze.
And then I won award of best script creator. Apparently, there was something that if you forget your lines and you make up a script, people believe you.
Well, you did a good job.
Alhamdulillah.
This is the last question of our rapid fire. It's called,
Okay.
what is the top 3 essentials of being to look put together? Like, what are the 3 essentials to look put together?
Um, I think it's very straightforward. I would say getting a haircut,
Yeah. Okay.
your watch,
Okay.
and then I would say your shoes.
Your shoes.
Yes.
Fair enough. And I
For,
thought
I'm
you-
talking about
Yeah, to look
males
put-
here.
yeah.
Those are the 3 most essential things to look well put together.
Amazing.
The clothes is common
Like,
sense.
since one of the aspects you're taking care of, you're taking care of it as a whole in your own business. What was the idea of you owning your own barber shop?
So Fane Barber Shop, the idea came during and after Corona. When there was a dip in the market, most of barbershops here in the kingdom, which was due to the reasons of what Corona gave us, which was the security of hygiene, making sure that everything is very clean when you sit in a barbershop. And this is what we wanted to fix, as well as we wanted to give a vibe where people forget all the negativity outside. So, for instance, the stainless steel here we have isn't just because of decor-wise, but it's also because of infection control. Then you have the vibe we present here and the cleanness.
Yeah.
And I think this is our main thing we wanted to fix in this industry, as well as bringing up the
standards,
quality,
the quality.
here in Jeddah.
Yeah, I would say the quality is high because you literally hired the best Brazilian team in terms of like
Alhamdulillah.
barber. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Like all of the barbers, like I have like Turkish, you have like Lebanese, you have all. It's like there's only 2 places in Jeddah alone that has like Brazilians,
Yeah.
and you're one of them, and they're top tier. So
Alhamdulillah.
what made you want to partner with Brazilian barbers to come into Saudi?
You said it yourself. Top tier.
Top tier, yeah.
Yeah, this is what we were looking for. We wanted to look for top tier barbers, not only here in Saudi but as well abroad. And Alhamdulillah, we got to know Paulinho and Andre and Maduka and Danilo, and we decided to all work together and build this barbershop.
It's amazing. Oh, what fascinated you as an owner to become an entrepreneur?
I think it's more of character-wise. I've always been someone who wanted to innovate, and I'm driven with ideas. So I wanted to really take care of my own ideas. So probably I would say the freedom of controlling the narrative
Of your like,
of my choices.
yeah, your choice.
So I
and
think-
you're interested in watches, you went and you made the watch brand.
Yeah. So I think the entrepreneurship is best for it, like best career-wise for me.
For you.
Yeah.
And then for a younger person who wants to be motivated in becoming an entrepreneur, what advice would you give them to implement the ideas that they have? Like how to get started into like entrepreneurship?
Honestly, I want to say something, like, because this I always remember when someone says, "Amar, give me something to motivate me."
Yeah.
No one said it best than Elon Musk, right?
Okay.
I don't have the quote unquote,
Okay.
but he said something in the area where if an entrepreneur needs something to motivate him,
Yeah.
don't become an entrepreneur.
Oh. Okay. Rewind. Say it
Okay.
again.
So, Instagram quotes.
Yeah.
If an entrepreneur
Yeah.
needs a motivation, like needs you to give him motivation, don't become an entrepreneur. Because part of being an entrepreneur is your faults and ups, and
Yeah.
just like all of the stories we hear about from all the leading people, we can just look at how many times they failed.
Okay.
This is
fair.
part of being an entrepreneur.
And what are some of the businesses that you're thinking of going into in the near future?
My main focus currently is to really grow Fane Barber Shop
Yeah.
and make sure that it's in every major city here in Saudi.
Okay.
So after that, I guess we'll have to do another podcast.
Yeah, then we're gonna have
Inshallah.
we're gonna have more than just this.
Inshallah.
We're gonna have
Inshallah.
inshallah barber
Yeah.
talk. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
وصراحة والله thank you so much for joining this
Wallah, it's a
first
pleasure.
part. I
It's
know
a
you were telling me he's camera shy, so he didn't really want to like go into depth. So like at least we got to look at like the
No,
mentality
honestly,
of
yeah,
an
but
owner.
صراحة it's very different when I do a podcast with
حبيبي
Faisal
والله.
than do a podcast with someone else. So
حبيب قلبي.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna bring Paulinho to come and like do the next part of this
Okay.
episode. حبيبي.
Habibi.
And as a Brazilian coming into Saudi and Jeddah, how do you feel about the environment that you're in?
I love it. I really like Jeddah. I like the people here also.
You like the people
I
here?
feel good because for me it's like the same as my city, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of same because there is a beach here also, and I feel home, you know.
Yeah.
I like.
Just the humidity is too much, huh?
Yeah, too much, but
Okay.
I like, you know, almost the same.
Oh, I was gonna ask about the dyeing. Every time I see you, you have a different hair color.
Yeah.
And if any of you guys want to dye your hair properly, like as a shabab, you come here. Like Salah, every day. One day I see blue, one day I see red, one day I see green.
Yeah.
Like
I do crazy things
yeah,
sometimes.
you do.
You know?
Yeah. Also, how many people come in and ask you to like dye your hair, like dye their hair?
Usually, you know, like you can see a month at least 9, 10 people trying to come and change the color, you know.
Every time I see a blonde guy, I'm like probably Paulinho.
Yeah,
You know?
so,
So growing up in Brazil, how is growing up in Brazil?
bro, in Brazil, to grow up is a bit hard, you know, to get there, what the point you want to reach. So it's a bit hard for all of us, you know, because Brazil, we have some problem with the government. So
Yeah.
people there, they take time to grow in life.
Yeah.
But we try, you know, we do
try.
our best always.
Was it a scary move for you to come here?
It's a bit scary, you know,
Was it a bit
because a
scary?
lot of people say things about Saudi, but when you come here, you see it's a completely different thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Everyone's happy, everyone's
Yeah,
smiling.
everyone's happy.
But there's no walking here.
No, no.
You got to walk. You're gonna gain a couple kilos when you leave. You know?
Yeah.
So, what made you become a barber?
Bro, was my time when I was living in Rio de Janeiro. I lost my job, everything.
What
So
was your job before a barber?
before I was like a dancer, you know. I used to dance like a b-boy.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing some presentation, and one time in my life, then everything stopped, you know, sadly. And I said I have to do something to get money. And every time I went to the street and I see people cutting hair outside, and I said I will try, you know, because bro, in Brazil you see a lot of people cutting hair, you know, there is very strong,
Yeah.
you know, this thing. So I said I will try. So
How many years have you been cutting hair?
now it's 7 years,
Oh, 7 years. How old
Yes.
are you?
29.
Ah, you're 29. Okay,
29.
you're still young.
Yeah.
So, are you thinking of having like to expand like in barbers? Like, because I realize to be good at one thing and being a barber, like some barbers are only good at beard, some barbers are only good at haircut.
Yeah.
What made you want to go into dyeing people's hair?
Bro, you know, I used to cut a lot for people, you know, but one time I said I have to do something different, you know, something to make people feel different,
Yeah.
because I like crazy things, you know.
Yeah.
You can see.
The tattoos and everything.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
like it. You did patchwork and a couple.
Yeah.
What's your most sentimental like tattoo? What's your favorite?
This one,
This one?
this one here, it say one more chance,
More change?
one more chance.
One more chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this means a lot for me because my life was not easy, you know. And in Brazil, you know, I told you it's a bit hard to grow there. So for me, this one make a lot of sense for my life.
Was
you
there
know?
like a lot of gangs or anything like that? Like
Yeah, in Brazil, a
a
lot.
lot.
But I
So
never used to.
you never went to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never went to
That's
these
why you
things.
decided to cut hair
Yeah,
instead.
that's why I decided to cut hair, man.
Because I know for a guy, what can make a difference in your life is your barber.
Yeah.
Because if you leave feeling good, then your attitude starts changing. You become like a better person. Is that what gives you satisfaction in becoming a barber?
Yeah, of course,
Of
man. It's
course.
amazing, you know, because I love to see people happy, you know. Especially when you change the, you
The
know,
look.
yeah, the
Yeah.
look, you know. When they see in the mirror and say, man, you know, I'm completely different now, you know. I like to feel they happy, you know.
Has anyone ever made you cry after you cut their hair?
Yeah, man. One
Yeah.
time, and was he in Saudi, you
In
know?
Saudi,
Yeah,
someone
man.
cried from how
Yeah,
good the haircut was.
yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the conversation, like when you have a conversation while you're cutting hair, is very important.
Yeah, of course.
What do you do if someone doesn't want to talk or doesn't talk?
Bro, you know, you have to respect their time, you know, because you talk with the people, and sometimes they have a different mindset, the mind also, you know. So sometimes people come to talk with you, you know, to tell you about their life, you know, how they feel.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just want to come and, you know, relax, you know, stay quiet and try to feel better, you know, after the cut. So I respect, you know, everyone. I just try to do my best and make them feel good, you know,
Yeah.
after the cut.
And then I said something earlier and you were laughing about it. The three most important people in your life, your family, your wife, and your barber.
Yeah,
And he agreed with that completely, huh?
yeah, of course, man. You have to trust your barber,
You
you
have
know.
to trust your barber.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, the thing is, like, if you get a client that you don't like, what do you do after that?
Bro,
You can't do anything,
yeah, I
huh?
can't do anything, you know. This is life. You cannot take all the time people, you know, gonna match with you. Sometimes they just come to cut with you because they know you are good,
Yeah.
you know. But in the end, it's just for cut, you know. They don't wanna even make a friendship with you, you know.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different, you know. The barber shop, it's a very complicated thing, you know. But
But
I'm doing.
but for us, it's new.
Yeah.
Not to say that because we're very used to certain people like Lebanese and Turkish people cutting our hair, but we're not used to foreigners, you know.
Yeah.
So for us, it's very new. So it's gonna take time for us to get used to it. But a lot of people look for the style that you guys provide. What's your favorite type of haircut?
My favorite type, it's a fade, man.
Fade,
Yeah.
taper fade, high fade,
High fade.
high fade.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you do you have problems with people when language, like language barrier, or you understand a lot, like you speak very well
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I'm still learning, you know, English because when I came here to Saudi, I didn't know how to say nothing English, man.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, just hi and how are you, you know. And one time only when I came here, I cry, you know, because
Oh.
one customer he didn't like what
Yeah.
I did because
Yeah.
I didn't understood, you know, what he want.
Ah.
So I did my job, but in
Yeah.
the end they said, man, this is like anyone else, you know, anyone can do outside this cut.
Yeah.
Then I went
That
outside of
hurts.
the shop and this hurt me, you know. I say, man, I have to learn English.
Yeah.
So here in Saudi,
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but it
no
was a good
problem.
lesson.
Yeah, good lesson.
You learned
Now, thank God I'm speaking a
English.
bit, yeah,
Oh,
better.
and Arabic?
Arabic,
شوي
شوية
شوي.
شوية. شوية, you
شوي
know.
شوي.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
What are the rules when someone comes and sits in your chair?
The rules, I think it's respect, you know, the
Respect.
time. Yeah. And always give my best, you know,
Yeah.
to make the customer happy.
Okay.
You know, I always think about this respect everyone. For me, it doesn't matter if he's very rich or very poor. You know, for me, everyone's the same.
Everyone's the same.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever fell asleep while you were shaving?
Oh, always, always, man. This is Usually every time, man. You know, I'm cutting. If I stay quiet for 2 minutes, they're gonna be, oh, is it man?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to hold the head, you know, the head, you know, like, oh, bro,
Hey, hey.
wake up.
No, Anna, the only time I sleep is when you're washing my hair. When anyone washes my hair, خلاص, I just want to sleep,
Yeah.
you know?
It's very nice. It's relaxing, you know. It's good.
And what type of music do you listen to when you cut hair?
I like to really rip hop, you know. Rip hop is nice.
You don't listen
Yeah.
to funk?
Funk also.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And also trap. So
Trap.
this make me feel electric, you know. Give me energy.
Yeah.
So I gonna be, you know,
You're
do
gonna
a crazy cuts. You know?
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to share with the audience that don't know about you? Is there anything that you would like to share?
Uh, just if they never try something crazy, have to come to me, you know,
Yeah,
and try something different.
Try something different.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. If you can say anything in Portuguese to the audience, goodbye or thank you or for watching, like that'd be very appreciated.
Okay, I said thank you so much for everything. I love Saudi,
Yeah.
and I pretend to stay here for a long time. So, obrigado para todo mundo. Eu amo a Arábia Saudita e minha vida aqui sendo maravilhosa. Quero ficar aqui por um bom tempo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.